Merry Christmas, everyone. Now, I just thought I'd leave this very short message to say have a fantastic day with your friends and family. Of course, Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year, so do enjoy it. And I'd also like to say a big thank you to all of the viewers and listeners for supporting this channel over the last 7 years or so since I started the YouTube channel covering the stadium build. I tell you what, those 7 years have absolutely whizzed by, and I've met some incredible people. Some people now I call good friends. It's been incredible. It has really been an incredible journey, but wishing you a season filled with joy, love and laughter, and thank you for being a part of the channel and the growth of the channel. Now, of course, when I look back at 2024, covering all of the home games, all of the away games, of course going to pre-season games as well, covering Spurs all around the world, I've loved every single minute of it. Of course, covering the wins, the draws and the defeats, and the likes of Craig and Ricky, you know, big shout outs to them too, and all of the podcast regulars and all of the very special guests that we have on. You know, we cover every single minute of Tottenham Hotspur, and of course this channel does cover all of the transfer news, all of the club news, player interviews, everything. I've really enjoyed every single moment of it. Yes, there's been some good times, yes, there's been some bad times, but of course that is football. You have your ups and downs. Let's hope that 2025 is a good one. Now, from a YouTube perspective, it has been absolutely incredible over the last 7 years. We are now at nearly 100 million views. That is absolutely insane. It's been a record month of December 2024 so far, a record 5 million views, a record 1.5 million views on just one video, and over 1.5 million views in a 24-hour period. That has never ever happened on this channel either. So it has been a fantastic month, December 2024. We are nearly at 140,000 subscribers as well, which is absolutely incredible, because only in November 2023 the award comes through the post for the 100,000, and we've gained 40,000 subscribers in just the last year, which is absolutely insane, as I keep saying. We also won the Bronze Award at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for the Best Club Content Creator at the Football Content Awards 2024. That was a really, really special moment, a proud moment to be given an award, especially at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, but most importantly around all of the channel regulars. It was good to catch up with all of the guys and have some food with them, and have a couple of drinks with them as well. And I cannot say thank you enough to all of you, because if you didn't watch these shows that we put out on a weekly and a daily basis and didn't listen to them, then of course we wouldn't have this success. So I owe you a lot of thanks, so I cannot thank you enough. The team is really, really important. We have a lot of regulars, but we have started to introduce bringing on a number of fans as well to the channel. Of course, we have now introduced Barnaby Slater to the channel. He now does the watch-alongs when I'm at the games, and he now talks to a number of guests, a number of Tottenham Hotspur fans that give their instant match reactions to matches. I really love that, because it is really raw. You know, everyone has a different opinion on Tottenham Hotspur, and it's really great to hear those different opinions on this channel. Now, you've probably heard me say this a few times, but during 2024, the Spurs Chat podcast has been the #1 football podcast in 13 different countries. Honestly, that is madness. Places like South Korea are listening to the Spurs Chat podcast week in, week out, and it's been #1 in South Korea a number of times during 2024. So thank you so much for all of your incredible support. Now, it has been another great year in terms of covering Tottenham, either at the games or doing transfer updates or daily news videos, 60-second updates, etc., etc. Also interviewing the likes of Harry Redknapp and Glenn Hoddle. What legends. You know, I love those moments. I love interviewing ex-players. A number of ex-players that I've interviewed during the course of the year, which I really, really enjoyed. Razor Ruddock, Sandro, of course, Gomez, Ferdinand, and most recently Alfie Conn. And we are lucky to have a number of top journalists that come on this show, giving the latest transfer updates and giving their opinions on the club. Now, the January transfer window is just around the corner, 6 days away now. I'm sure there will be a lot of speculation about players leaving the football club, and more importantly, players coming through the door for Ange Postecoglou to give him reinforcements. Please do keep up to date with all of the transfer gossip, rumours and reports, and of course I'll be interviewing a number of journalists throughout the month of January. Now let's hear from the GOAT himself.
Here we
Romano.
go. Hi Chris, my friend, and everyone at the Spurs Chat podcast. Always a pleasure to talk to you about Tottenham. Hopefully you have a busy January window. I wish all the best to you, to Tottenham fans. Keep up the good work, and congrats on the award and the podcast numbers. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from Fabrizio. Good luck to Spurs. Here we go.
Now, when Spurs are either doing really well or there is something wrong at the football club or things are going pear-shaped, I normally get asked for my opinion on national or local radio. Now, I've been on BBC Sport a number of times throughout 2024 and of course TalkSport. Of course, we are part of the Fan Network, the only Tottenham Hotspur channel to be part of the Fan Network, so I'm very, very proud of that. Also been on a number of radio stations in Australia so far this year, and also did a couple of TV interviews for TV stations, including one in Poland. Really enjoyed getting involved with that. Also really enjoyed covering Spurs women in the press box and interviewing the managers and players after the games. Love seeing the under-21s lift 2 trophies at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium back in May, and love seeing Ange Postecoglou introducing a number of our academy players into the first team. That is always great to see. Another highlight this year was going to Germany to watch the Euros, seeing a number of games out there, and of course watching England in another final. Sadly, we didn't lift the trophy again. And lastly, a cheeky plug here and a cheeky ask for a vote, because we have been shortlisted for another award, the Best Team Podcast at the Sports Podcast Awards. The closing date for voting is the 13th of January, and the winner is announced on the 30th of January. Again, your support is really appreciated. Now, if you haven't switched off and you are still with me, thank you so much for watching yet again. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for all of your incredible support. I know sometimes these thank you messages from YouTubers like myself can be a little bit boring, but it is a real heartfelt thank you. And I probably don't say that enough to all of the listeners and all of the viewers. Your support is really, really appreciated. Not just on YouTube, across the whole of social media. I post on X every day, on Facebook, on YouTube, Instagram, etc. And I do receive so many wonderful messages, and it is so great to have so many people involved in the channel now. Of course, we do want to take it to that next level, do want a lot more people to be involved. So if you would like to get involved in this channel, by either giving your opinion on a Spurs Around the World video, if you'd like to join Barnaby straight after the game to give your instant match reaction and your thoughts on Ange Postecoglou and the team going forward, then please do get in touch. And of course, if you'd like to be a guest on the Spurs Chat podcast, also get in touch, because we're always looking for new guests. As I say, every single opinion on Tottenham Hotspur is valid, and we like to hear every single opinion on this channel. As I said, thank you so much for all of your incredible support. It means an awful lot. And thank you also to everybody who has said hello at either home games or away games. I love engaging with new people and talking about Spurs. I do it every day, whether it's in person to fans that I've met, or online, or on podcast, or on lives. Absolutely love it. As I said, happy Christmas, enjoy your day, and come on you Spurs.